Welcome back to Atlanta and Company. I'm Christine Pilara. So great to be with you. Heart disease is the #1 killer of Americans and touches countless lives each year. That's why we're continuing our partnership with Gwinnett Medical Center and taking the pledge for a healthier heart. Dr. Sreeni Gangasani, an interventional cardiologist at Gwinnett Medical Center, is here to give us a detailed overview about fighting heart disease. Welcome.
Hi, Christine.
Thank you so much for all that you guys are doing, teaming up and partnering with us to teach our Atlanta residents about what we can do to get heart healthy. In the last few weeks, your GMC colleagues have, basically talked about maintaining a healthy heart, and you want to talk to us about some other ways that we can do that, right?
That's correct. In the last few months, a few of my colleagues talked about some of the risk factors for decreasing the heart disease. Today, I'm going to discuss about a heart healthy diet and how it's going to decrease the risk of heart disease, which is one of the main important parts of the equation.
Absolutely. We all know that we need to maintain a healthy diet. We always seem to have somebody on the show week after week talking about how important that is, but it's essential to our heart, for heart health. So talk about that.
The heart healthy diet is very important because it's easily controllable and it modifies most of the other cardiac risk factors like diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol, in turn decreasing the cardiovascular risk substantially. So by doing one thing, I think you're already controlling a lot of other things, so it helps quite a bit.
Absolutely, and it can be so difficult though in our culture. We overeat, our portion sizes are out of control, we have so much processed foods that we are indulging in daily, so how do we do that? What are some simple steps? Yeah.
Changing our habits can be tough, but little things we do in a day-to-day lives can make a lot of difference in a long term. The few things when you're looking at the diet, when you go out, I think you need to look for limiting your unhealthy fats and cholesterol, choose your low-fat proteins, and increasing your fruits, vegetables, and that increases. Main important thing is controlling the portion size. If you control the portion size, I think it goes a long way.
And it's out of control. Like what we think we should be eating, in fact, we have a company that we've partnered with for our contest that we have now with our 12 contestants trying to lose weight, Good Measure meals. And the meals are prepackaged, fresh, delivered to you. And when I first opened up a meal, I said, this is what I'm supposed to be eating, because we think it's small, but it's not. It's all we need. So we have to get used to learning those guidelines and to having them fit into our lifestyle. And as you said, making the necessary changes. But for those of us, we want to cook, we want to be healthy at home. Just give us some general things on what we can do, ways to incorporate healthier items into our meal.
I'm going to go over initially with the fats and the cholesterol. Limiting the fat and cholesterol is the most important thing for the heart disease, especially limiting the saturated and your trans fats, which will decrease your cardiovascular risk substantially. If we can decrease the trans fats by 2%, it decreases our cardiovascular disease risk by 53%.
Wow.
So I think we are so much into these saturated trans fats, which are mostly in our solid fats like butter,
salad dressings.
Yeah, salad dressings, cheese.
Doctor, I have noticed, excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt, I was going to say, I noticed that I do see more packaging that says no trans fat. So companies are trying to be more proactive and more aware of making sure that those stay out.
That's correct. I think in the last few years, there is a substantial change in the way we look at the trans fat after the major, report came out a few years ago in 2006. I think we are changing, but we still have a long way to go.
Right.
So I think we're going to look at the good fat and the bad fat.
Okay.
So if you want to use the fat, use the monounsaturated fats like canola oil or olive oil, or polyunsaturated fats like your seeds and the nuts. So coming to the proteins are really should be our main source of the calories. There are good proteins like a lean meat, fish, chicken, egg whites. Those are all, and then if you're a vegetarian, you can go with beans, peas. These are good sources of protein, at the same time very low fat, and also limited or no cholesterol. So that way you're getting the protein, at the same time you're not getting as much fat.
And now I see some to avoid. You're saying organ meats, egg yolks.
Egg yolks, a lot of cholesterol. Then going to the fruits and vegetables, our carbohydrate diet, I think we need to use a lot more vegetables, a lot more fruits, and I don't think we can get enough of the fruits and vegetables. These are very good sources of the minerals, vitamins, and good amount of fiber, which is very important in decreasing the weights and decreasing the risk of colon cancer, and decreases your risk of the heart disease.
And then once again, you had our good things to promote, and then we have our not so good veggies. You know, anything with cream sauces, coconut. I love coconut, boy.
I do too. But I think we need to look at limiting the portions, and eat whatever you want. Just allow overindulgence every once in a while.
Sure.
I think every 2 weeks or on a special occasions. You know, those are the kind of days. I think if you follow those, I think in the long run there is a good chance of following a heart healthy diet.
Sure.
If you just go every day the same thing, I think eventually you're going to get bored. But if you have a little bit of cheating every once in a while so that you can continue with your diet.
Of course, right. You don't want to be completely restrictive because then it just makes you go overboard and, you know, go crazy if you do have a little bit. So everything in moderation. One of the things I saw on the screen that you were promoting, of course, things that are fresh or frozen. And I know if we have to do canned, we've tried to do this in our house, please get the low sodium cans,
Absolutely,
right? Because it makes a big, when I first met my husband, he liked to do, I was like, ooh, everything was cans. I said, this is so unhealthy. So at least we've gotten better. Now we do the frozen if we can't do fresh, and it makes a big difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Doctor, thank you so much. And where can we get more information about heart healthy recipes?
We have on the internet, there are plenty of good heart healthy recipes. The Gwinnett Medical Center recently put on some recipes on the blog at gwinnettmedical.blogspot.com. Also on the Facebook page at facebook.com/GwinnettMedical. And you can also get several of these when you sign up to pledge at 11alive.com/take the pledge.
Right.
Then you get most of the information.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We appreciate your great advice. We hope to see you soon.
Thank you very much.
And for more information or to even check your BMI, visit their Facebook page. And don't forget, as he just said, take the pledge to get a healthier heart at 11alive.com/take the pledge. And this segment was paid for by Gwinnett Medical Center.